right, the doctor walks in and tells me I'm in good health, but I'm sterile. I'm like, what are you talking about I'm sterile? I got 3 kids. I don't make no damn sense to me. I don't understand I'm sterile. I don't know. It blows my mind. You know, I got 3 kids. One's 15, one's 12, one's 7. So I'm like, I don't understand that.
When a woman does this to a man, there is no punishment for her and no reimbursement for him.
Florida passed a new law that makes you the father from the minute the child is born if you sign the birth certificate. Prior to this, only the unmarried woman had rights to the child. Now, from the day that child is born and you sign that birth certificate, you have rights to see your own child.
Just be damn sure that child is yours before you sign the paper. DNA test or no signature. There absolutely needs to be a law making DNA tests mandatory before any birth certificate gets signed. No more guessing games or blind commitments. Know for sure before you're legally tied down. Simple accountability, nothing more.
He then said that he wanted the DNA test. You know that that's your kid. I will never give you a DNA test. That's not going to happen. Because I know, of course not.
But if he's asking for it.
I will not go it. I did my research. I will never, ever give him a DNA test. You will need to take me to court.
You don't need the woman's permission to get a DNA test. That's not his child. End of story. In today's world, asking for a DNA test shouldn't bruise a woman's ego any more than a man paying child support should be questioned. It's just facts. Both sides owe honesty and responsibility. No drama needed.
40% of the children are not the man's child.
40%.
40%. He said 40%.
Somebody cool
and it's usually
make DNA testing
it's
mandatory.
It's 2 scenarios. It's where the woman, the person's getting a DNA test because the woman claims that is their child. Turns out it's not. The other one is where the parent is on a deathbed and makes a confession, or they need a liver transplant, blood transfusion, and the blood type. There's no way that can actually be the father. So then they find out because of medical reasons. You mean that's not my father? Then the father finds out from that way. He said it took such a toll on him that he could no longer do it because he would be sitting on the phone counseling the men and the grown children who these women falsely accuse. We see it on Moore, we see it on paternity court, but yet we say men need to be held accountable.
These women should be held accountable. They're too quick to take a man's paycheck, but won't provide evidence if it's their child. What a world. This is nothing but social engineering.
She's actually blocked on both pages.
And so are you suggesting that this allegation that you are the father is causing you emotional distress?
Yes,
as
Your
it
Honor.
would.
Yes,
and ma'am, I must tell you, if he is not the father, I am going to grant him a judgment for emotional distress because that is the most extreme stress you could cause to a man.
Okay.
Accusing him. So we're going to get.
Excuse me. What about
So we're going to get. I've gotten all the facts I need.
You
now,
don't.
The only
sir,
other question. Yes, I do. The
For
fact
my emotional distress
you
and my
told me. Yes,
harassment,
ma'am.
there's
Your
more.
facts were okay. Let's read this. You're doing all this big talking. Antonio Mosby is not the father.
She smiled. Geez. Exactly why a mandatory paternity test at birth is needed. She straight up deserves jail for trapping a man into fatherhood that ain't his. That's not just betrayal. That's a crime that ruins lives. No sympathy here, just justice served. Men shouldn't pay for someone else's lies.
Women are paid to lie. When you pay people to do the wrong thing, they'll do it. Michael Knowles said that it was immoral to ask your wife for a paternity test. Paternity fraud is such a big issue in this country. People think it's a one-off. I think that it's underreported. I was on a plane the other day, and there was a woman I met who told me that she always felt different than her siblings. And when she was 45, she figured out that her dad wasn't her dad, and that her mom was dating 2 men at the time, and she thought one would be a better dad, so she lied. This is not uncommon. And Michael Knowles is going on a show telling men, young men that don't know better, because a lot of Christian young men, they don't know better, that you are wrong and immoral for asking for a paternity test.
Most modern Western women in the United States, sadly, have the emotional maturity and character development of 11-year-old toddlers. They sure know how to party all night like pros, but when it comes to loyalty or raising a kid, suddenly they want a man to carry the weight and support them like it's their full-time job. Fun and freedom come easy. Responsibility? Not so much.
The child is now 3 years old.
3 years old.
And I have not received any child support.
In 3 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Sir, is there a reason you haven't given her any child support in the past 3 years?
Yes, ma'am, there is.
What is that?
We've been discussing the paternity obligations.
Okay.
Under the circumstances, I don't think I was the only person having a fling with Rocky at the time that she and I had that time together. And,
Excuse me? Are you implying something?
Well, what I'm trying to say is that I understand that you may have been seeing some other people in addition to me.
I have a question for guys. If you're not legally married to the mother of your child and you have not done a DNA test, how do you know that a child that is birthed by a woman is in fact your child? Just because she tells you it's your child, and even just because you sign the birth certificate, it doesn't necessarily mean that that is your child.
A woman claiming the kid is yours isn't proof. Men need to be sharp, demand the facts, and not get played by love or manipulation. Don't just sign away your life without making sure it's actually yours.
Went through this in my own family. This happened all the time where you go and get the test later after 2-3 years. The child's been born for 2-3 years. You go do it later and you find out you ain't the father. I'm just saying, coming from the man's standpoint, the baby ain't coming out of us. So I'm saying, protect yourself and make sure that that's your kid. It's nothing wrong with that. I understand where you coming from, but you got to see the man's point of view as well. If we're going to look at the woman's point of view, you got to see the man's point of view too. That's all I'm saying.
You're just picking the wrong women if you got to do that. Go ahead.
Before I even have my
it don't matter who it is. I'm sorry.
So would you still have this in place even if you're married to her?
You see?
You both have an understanding that it's just you and her in that relationship? I just want to ask that before I say what I want to say.
I think that it should be illegal for anyone to walk out of a hospital without making sure that the paternity is done. I think that should go with, once you have, a baby and everything like that. I think that should be a part of it. That's just the way I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure that everything is good. And I think that it's just, why not? It eliminates a problem.
What he's saying hits hard and real. Men need to focus on their own mental health and finances first. Don't trust any woman with your peace. Protect yourself, stand strong, and build your life on your own terms. And that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Support this channel through membership. You can also support through PayPal link in the description. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.